Two things I've noticed so far. One, you saying like never satisfied. And two, it sounds like you're a big snake until you make it guy.
Oh, absolutely.
And those are...
That's fucking... The GMA job was...
I love the feeling. It's kind of like a professional version of sports. If you're not good enough to be a professional athlete, you know, when you're up like bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, and the game's on you, the feeling of working on a job where you know you're underqualified and you're like, I got to just figure out a way to like snake it by, like get these people to think I know what I'm doing and figure it out. The pressure's on. You got to perform. You got to present. You got to do things that you don't know how to do. You got to like talk to people that should not be talking to you. And when you snake it, it's like, it feels awesome.
My third week, they're like, hey, we need my third week, and like it was just this whirlwind. You're with these massive names who are just anchoring the show.
Right.
Robin Roberts, George Stephanopoulos. Tony Reale had just gotten hired.
Nice.
So Tony Reale was like my right-hand man
really?
for my first couple months. And he's awesome. The fucking man.
He's so nice, man. The best. I got to hang out with him very briefly, but a couple times at Fordham during our spring weekend. We tossed around the football, and that was more when he was still just doing sports, because he was a big WFUV guy, and it was like the amount of guys who went through Fordham's broadcasting program is fucking out of control. Where did you go?
Penn State.
Penn State.
And actually, the guy who ran my sports journalism school at Penn State, he used to host the show that Tony Reale, he's a really old sports writer, Malcolm Moran. He hosted the show that Tony Reale hosted, though, when he was like on radio there and stuff.
Yeah,
so it's all like, so it's so deeply
the
connected.
Fordham, it's called One on One, and I think it's literally the longest like sports talk show, I think, like in the world or something.
I believe that, yeah.
Because it's just been going on forever. I dated back to Vin Scully, like a one-on-one sports talk. They invented that shit.
He was a big reason why I was like, felt comfortable. Like, my second week, we had a Taylor Swift concert in Times Square.
Oh, shit.
Like, put a social plan together. And we just got
What the
Snapchat.
fuck does that mean?
I was like, I don't know what the fuck.
A social plan for
these celebrities
Snapchat?
walking in and out, and you got to interact, and you have to learn. And that's why I actually just joked about this in the podcast. Our person who does all our talent and booking, Kelly, she gives me shit all the time because I'm never excited about guests. And it's not out of like, I don't care. I'm trained that way.
The professionalism.
Like I was told when I got GMA, like the biggest thing is like, if you care about celebrities, I go, yeah, they go, you now need to not care about celebrities. Like they will walk down on set, they will talk to you, you will look at them, you have to act insanely normal to them. Like Adam Sandler walked down on set one day. This was crazy. This guy hits me on the back and he goes, "How the fuck we doing this morning?" And it was Adam Sandler. And like, holy shit! Like I should shit my pants. Like that's crazy. That's Adam Sandler. But you got to be like, "Oh, how you doing?" You got to just be really nice and keep her. I met Anna Kendrick. I absolutely pissed myself.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd. But like,
what
you had to. That's why I don't get excited anymore.
What do you think was your most challenging celebrity encounter? Either being you were a total like fanboy, geeked out about it, or they were just an asshole, or what was like the one thing where you were like, oh my god, this person.
Geeked out, Paul Rudd and Anna Kendrick for sure. I had a huge crush on Anna Kendrick, big celebrity crush.
Man, when Pitch Perfect was cooking, Anna Kendrick was my girl.
Into the Woods, she was great.
Tweeted back
took a picture with me, it was awesome.
I was like, oh, she's tweeting at me, oh my god.
Yep. Paul Rudd though.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I want him to like me. And he did. It was one time, we talked about Tim and Eric, which I was like, man, what if he doesn't remember doing the Tim and Eric bit? And he loved it. The hardest was Gene Simmons, for sure. Just
because he's a fucking...
Just like... I think everything I said to him, he was like, you're an idiot. Like, he said, hey, we're going to do this thing? I said, yeah. He goes, well, let's go. And I'm like, Gene Simmons is fucking yelling at me. Like, I don't like...
Yeah, that's...
Like, what are we doing here?
Right.
Shaq was the best, though.
Always.
Shaq remembered me consistently. Man. I have a collage. The first time he came on, we had this like picture frame. We'd take a picture of guests, and sometimes I'd get in them, and they'd drag me in there. And he came over and he choked me, pretended to choke me. And the next time he came, he goes, "Hey, we got to do a sequel." So he did another one where he choked me a little more. They did another one, looks like he's killing me. And the last one, I got to pull it up.
You don't have to pull it right now, but we definitely got to put it in there.
Yeah, the last one, he points to me down the hall, and he said, "Come here." And he takes a chair and he goes, "Get up on the chair." And he made me look like he was like force choking me up. It was crazy. So most of the celebrity interactions were great. Gene Simmons, still fine. The worst one is my two woats. I
remember you telling me one of them.
Chewbacca mom.
Yes. Oh. That was the one.
Oh my God.
Chewbacca mom.
The bane of my existence.
Who is the definition of 15 minutes, maybe 15 seconds of fame.
And then Tony Robbins, the fucking life coach guy.
Yeah.
He was just a piece of shit.
Which is funny to think, because, that's the one guy who should be a complete like sweetheart, you know.
There is a moment, actually, my boss told me something like, "Hey, you got to be careful," because I was doing like a Periscope with him. He was doing this thing, he was answering questions, and he had this whole thing about Like he's like if you have mental health problems, like I don't believe in that. Like I don't.
Whoa.
He's like it's about your mindset. And I looked off to I was like. Are you fucking? And I made a face that he definitely saw him. I was like, "Hey, be careful." I'm like, "This fucking douchebag."
Fuck that, especially coming from like a life coach.
Yeah, what
like,
the fuck? You walk on coals for $3,000 at your fucking life camp. So I don't like Tony Robbins and I don't like
Chewbacca mom. It's like, bitch, I have talked to like the cream of the crop, the most important people in the world, and you are the worst of all.
She was so nice when she got there. She's like, "Oh, we'd love to come back and do stuff." Remember, she had the biggest fucking video like ever
at the time. Yeah.
Like, I'd love to come back and do all these things. And then we gave her a box of fucking Star Wars toys. And if you never seen an ego boost, because then they go, "Hey, can we have your number?" She goes, "Oh, I'll keep in touch. Like, I think maybe I need to start." And we were like, "What the fuck happened? 5 minutes ago, you were the best." And then she was an asshole.
Fuck that.
Chewbacca, mom.
That's some obnoxious shit.
Get out of here.